Hello, I'm Alexander Guinn, author of the upcoming novel series, The Nightmare Children Chronicles. The Nightmare Children Chronicles is a dark thriller and horror fiction series with some aspects of fantasy and romance. I am here today to talk to you specifically about Volume 1, Awakening. This novel follows Adam Blackwell and Veronica Rochester, two young adults that come from very different backgrounds, but ultimately both are brought together to become part of a struggle against an ancient supernatural force older than time itself. This force is the sentient manifestation of all darkness in the universe, and is essentially the polar opposite of God. Anyone who interferes in its plan is either brutally killed or forced to suffer beyond endurance. Veronica Rochester is an unfortunate victim that, due to her unique genetic heritage, was kidnapped at a young age by the servants of the darkness. These servants subjected her to horrible experiments, turning her essentially into a living weapon. In spite of her cruel treatment at the hands of her captors, she developed into a beautiful young woman that would one day become irresistible to men. One day, while in captivity, her powers allow her to sense Adam's presence nearby. She doesn't understand why, but she knows he is her only chance. She uses her power to reach out to him and compel him to rescue her. Upon being rescued from her captivity, she must now learn to function in the world, and simultaneously she has to learn how to make sense of her new feelings developing for Adam. Adam, on the other hand, is a seemingly unremarkable individual, but unbeknownst to him, he comes from a unique genetic heritage similar to Veronica's. When she reaches out to him with her powers, he and his friends are honor-bound to answer the call. They come for her and rescue her from her captivity, but in the process, Adam suffers what should be a fatal injury. Ironically, Veronica uses the very same contamination and darkness that she hates so much to save his life. After they rescue her, Adam starts developing feelings for her that he must face in spite of a fear of intimacy caused by a lifetime of bad relationships. He is also forced to come to terms with the contamination now pulsating through his body, granting him new abilities, but changing him into something else altogether. These two symbols of awkwardness, alongside Adam's best friends, follow the rabbit hole deeper and deeper, suffering unspeakable tragedies, and finding a plot that goes far beyond anything they could have ever anticipated. This has been a synopsis of Nightmare Children Chronicles Volume 1, Awakening. It's been a pleasure to read to you today, and I hope that when my novel reaches store shelves, you will choose to read it. Thank you very much. This has been Alexander Guinn.